Hey, you guys, this is Rashana Ellis for News, Views, and Conversations. Just wanted to pop in real quick and talk about Lil Nas X, Tyla, and Tamar Braxton. I don't know what's going on in Hollywood, but as I always say, tread lightly. Situation has come up with Lil Nas X. I don't know if he's on Krugs. We can't say certain things on YouTube. I don't know if he's on Krugs, but they saw him in Los Angeles a few nights ago walking the streets in his Fruit of the Looms and his white cowboy boots. So we don't know what's going on with that. I hope that he's able to get the help that he needs. They did arrest him because they said he did attack the police officers. So they did take him to jail. And I guess they're probably going to try to see if he either OD'd off of Krugs or whatever and like what's going on with him. I am hearing word on the streets that things are not what they were before when he, had his country music and stuff out at the time. And then when he tampered with Christianity, mocking God and the devil. So he's pretty much fallen off, is what they're trying to say. So trying to see what's going on there. And then the situation with Tyla, I think she had an event in Brazil where she passed out. So hopefully no one put anything in her drink or is someone trying to do something. Because I'm also hearing that she has fallen off too. Her album sales are not doing well at all. And I'm even hearing things like as far as deportation, don't know how true that is. So a lot of crazy things going on in Hollywood on the entertainment scene. And then the situation with Tamar Braxton, she went out the other night with Funky Deneva and some other people, came home, they took an Uber. She wakes up in a pool of blood and missing three or four teeth, having to call Dr. Heavenly from Married to Medicine. So I don't know what's going on in Hollywood. As I always say, tread lightly, watch your surroundings, even watch the people in your circle because what is going on here when all these different types of things are happening? We don't know what's going on. We just lost Malcolm Jamal Warner. A lot of speculation and questions are still surrounding that, as in trying to get to the bottom of that. So if you're in anything entertainment, be careful. Watch the company that you keep, even the people in your circle, and just be careful in all totality because it's not safe. A lot of questions, a lot of speculations about a lot of things. And to me, it just looks like a lot of things that people are calling conspiracy theory. A lot of things are starting to pierce through and really show that something's going on. We're all scratching our head and wondering like, what is happening here. So I got to find which video I'm going to put with this one. So continue to stay tuned as to what's happening next with these guys because we care about our entertainers, no matter what, and we don't want to see anything happen to them. While they're trying to do their talent, do their gift, and be the best. So I will see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned for the next news, views, and conversations. And I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. See you guys later.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel again. Thank y'all so much for coming over. I got this video here from the Empressive channel. Lil Nas X thrown in jail. It says after ODing, Tyla blacks out, Tamar Braxton's near-death incident. It's spooky hours. I keep talking about that. I just did a video on Tyla talking about her. It was saying like they were calling her an industry plant and saying her album flopped. A lot of people said that there's some weird things going on with Lil Nas X. Someone said he's in his Justin Bieber era. You can find the original video in the description, man. We ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
Now back to the video. Somebody who really needs a doctor right now is Lil Nas X. Now recently Lil Nas X was thrown in jail after hitting and tussling with a police officer, and he's currently being held in there without bail. Now leading up to this whole incident, Lil Nas X was spotted strutting down the street in his drawers on, singing random songs and telling people about this party, and it's clear that the man was high as a kite.
Nah. Hey, don't be late to the party tonight.
Where at?
You know where it's at.
Now, this is not funny. It's not funny at all.
You know what's really like extremely sad is that so many people be trying to go viral. You just don't know what's real, what's not. You don't know if he's doing this for clicks or what. Like, he could literally have an issue going on. Like, is he just walking by himself? Is this person recording him, just a random person? Is it a person he knows? Where is his car? Where is security? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but it does kind of remind me of this joke that Dave Chappelle did about Lil Nas X.
The man who calls himself Lil Nas X. And he said, I tried to get you in my video. What video? And he just looked at me like, you know what video, and walked away.
Don't be late to the party tonight.
Where at?
You know where it's at. No, go ahead, babe.
On a serious note, this is very disturbing because after Lil Nas X was walking around the street, the man did end up stripping down naked and he lunged at a police officer.
What?
And after that, he was taken to the hospital and they said that he was treated for a possible overdose. And then he was taken to jail. He was booked and charged with a misdemeanor after battering the police. And he is in jail without bail currently. Now, this is very serious. It is serious. I
remember the video, or not the video, but the video of people talking about Martin Lawrence running around in his drawers in the street, talking about they're trying to take me out. Hey, man, I'm just wondering if it's going to be like a hard down spiral of this behavior from him. Will this be consistent? Because you know he's going to get out of jail and he's probably going to issue an apology video. And normally after that, something else is probably going to happen. Sheesh.
heard rumors that Lil Nas X was possibly dabbling into drugs. A lot of his fans suspected that he might have been on something when he uploaded this clip earlier this year.
I want this time around to be even more fun, and I want to be like even more full of joy, and I want to be even more full of love, and I want to go out here in this fucking world, and I want to wave my fucking hands in the sky and move about freely.
People were pointing out how off Lil Nas X seemed in this video. This one person said, nobody better had drugged him. I don't remember his speech being that dang choppy. Someone said he is high as F and not on weed. He on drugs bad. Something's a bit off. I hope he's doing okay. Y'all gonna sit here and act like you don't see this man drug the F out? Another one said lots of coke. My boy coked up. So people have been speculating that he might be on something. And back in April, he was in the hospital and he showed off his partially paralyzed face. And I wonder if that too was caused by drugs.
And when I smile, this is me doing a full smile right now, by the way. It's like, what the fuck? Bro, I can't even laugh right, bro. What the fuck? Oh my God. So... oh my God, bro.
Yeah, this is disturbing. You know what? I hope Lil Nas X really gets the help that he needs. I think a lot has happened to him in this industry. I'm not going to really go into detail what I think it is. But yeah, I think some stuff happened with him. And also his career fell off completely. He turned off a lot of listeners and fans once he started mocking Jesus and Christianity and also doing demonic stuff. I think that turned a lot of people off.
Yeah.
But there might have been some other industry stuff that happened that really caused his career to go downhill. Either way, I think it was hard for him to adjust to the fact that he was on top musically, but then he fell off so hard. So I think he used drugs to cope. And with him being in Hollywood and him going to these parties and being on the scene with all these different people who use all these drugs, it's very easy for him to get caught up in that whole drug lifestyle too. So I think that's what happened. And also I think some stuff spiritually is going on with him as well. It's unfortunate, but people in Hollywood be selling their souls. They open themselves up to a lot of energies.
Thank you, Impressive Sister, for saying that, because look, that's the stuff I'll be talking about all the time. You want the fame and fortune? All right. All right. I just feel like at some point they get tired of it because it's not what they thought it was going to be. And when you try to, again, I don't know if he's trying to get out. I don't know if this is a cry for help. But when you start to go against the grain, when you don't want to do things no more, you don't want to listen no more,
a lot of spirits, and those spirits just come in and cause havoc in their lives. This is exactly what Chloe Bailey was talking about, but people don't understand how deep it is.
And no matter how hard you work, no matter how good of a person that you are, no matter how talented you are, sometimes that's not enough to get you places that you need to be. And that's why Sinners, like, I was crying right after, because I feel like anyone in the industry could really resonate with it. And it also showed that you have to give negativity permission to be inside.
boom.
And as long as you don't invite it in, you'll be okay and safe.
See, Chloe is not selling out, but unfortunately other people are. And I kind of think Lil Nas X did sell out, honestly, but my hope is that he really gets the help that he needs, not only physically and mentally, but also spiritually. I do think him going to jail was probably a necessary intervention for him. And hopefully when he gets out, he could go to rehab and kind of get his life in order. But he really desperately needs help. He's been crying out for help for a long time, but I don't think he has people around him who really care enough to get him help.
They never do.
And that's the sad part about this whole thing. But prayers up for Lil Nas X. Now I want to move on and talk about Tyla, because Tyla too seemed like she had a little incident that concerned a lot of her fans. Now she was rushed out of a party that she had in Brazil. It was an H&M party, and she was being carried
in Brazil. Hey man, I know I forget exactly where she's from, but seeing that image, this video right there that you just seen, is what you normally don't see. Normally when it's dealing with like a celebrity or somebody, that's the stuff they try to hide. Actually seeing footage of her being carried is actually mind-blowing right now. But I'm telling you, man, it's a wicked world. It really is. And this industry is dark. Now, of course, she could have just had a lot of drinks, had too many drinks. But again, who is around her? Where's her friends? Why is somebody saying, all right, girl, this is too much? Where are those people at? Because normally when you go to a party like this, you are there and everybody else is drinking and you're the star of the show. You know,
carried out, and it looked like she was out of it. Some people thought that she fainted, maybe she was drunk, maybe it was something else, I don't know. But she did react to the news of the incident, and she posted this drunk picture of Beyonce. So I guess she was kind of insinuating that she was drunk too. I don't know, but you know what? If Tyla's gonna be drinking and partying, she has to be very, very careful, because there are people who like to drug people. They like to put stuff in drinks, and artists in the industry get preyed on. They do. Like, people try to target them and get them caught up and sabotage them. So Tyla has to be very careful and watch her back. Now, moving on, I want to talk about my problematic fave, Tamar Braxton. I was really sad to hear that something happened to her. She also got involved in an incident where she woke up in a pool full of her own blood, and she claims that she didn't know what happened. She said that she almost passed away on Sunday, and she had a face injury. She had a fractured nose. She lost her teeth and her mobility.
What?
I mean, it was crazy. And people suspected that something happened to her the night that she went to the V12 restaurant. She was actually walking through with this entrepreneur named Vinny Watson, and also she was there with the personality Funky Dineva, and she seemed like she was in good spirits. She was celebrating and partying, but we don't know what happened after this night. Funky Dineva, who was there with her, said that he didn't even know what happened.
For those of y'all that know, I'm talking about Tamar Braxton. I don't know what happened to the lady. We went to the Roof Chris. We ate. We had a good time. She was like, let's turn up for your birthday. We went down to the V12. Shouts out to Vinny and all the people at V12. That's the video y'all saw. Or whatever, with us walking in, them making a whole lot of noise. We left there. We all got in the car together. The car dropped us off at Tamar house. I didn't go upstairs. I went to my car. I went and met James Knox at BJ Rooster, and I came home. The next day when I woke up, I had a text message from Tamar at 10 in the morning that said, "Can you give me Dr. Heavenly phone number?" I did not think anything of it. People ask me for her number all the time. And then the next thing I know, folks is sending me this thing on the internet where the lady said she almost died and she was laying in a pool of blood. I don't know what happened. I promise you, on Isaac's life, I don't know what happened.
So that's what Funky Dineva had to say. I actually believe him. I don't think he really knows what happened, but I kind of find the story weird. You know what I mean? I wonder who Tamar was with then, because he claims that she went upstairs. So was
As I'm hearing this story, is making me think of Whitney Houston. So I'm telling you, man, like, it's very odd, strange things that are happening, man. Like this video here, the Tyla situation, it's like, okay, she posted something. Hopefully it was her. You know, a lot of times they don't run their own social medias, but hopefully it was her who posted that Beyonce thing saying like, girl, like I was toe up last night. You got to be careful, especially when you're going to places and people are handing you drinks. This situation right here, for her to wake up, like, here's my thing. Where the cameras at? Was somebody recording? Like, do you have cameras in the place? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
she with somebody upstairs? Who was around? That's what I want to know. Who was around? Did somebody attack her? Did they hit her in the face? I know some other thoughts I had was maybe she got drunk or high and she probably fell out and injured herself. I mean, Possibly. Who knows? But we'll find out sooner or later. I just hope to God that she wasn't assaulted and violated. That would just be too much. It would be too much. And I was a little disappointed to see a lot of people dismiss Tamar's story. Now, some people believe that she's doing this for attention. They feel like she's only doing this for publicity for the Braxton family values. They also feel like she made this excuse to get surgery. So they don't believe her at all. And I understand that Tamar does have a reputation of being dramatic. You know what I mean? But at the same time, this sounds like a very serious situation. And I do pray for Tamar. I pray for her recovery. Whew, these celebrities are really going through it, y'all. All that glitters is certainly not gold. I'll tell you that much. But anyway, tell me what y'all think about this video down below. Please like.
Boy, that was a lot. You know, I had mentioned in the beginning talking about how fame and fortune, what people will do for the clicks and everything. How she said because I don't follow them. I don't follow none of them. None of the 3 people in this video. But how they're saying that she, Tamar Braxton, talking about people are saying, you know, is she doing this on purpose? Because my whole thing is like, where are the cameras? Especially with all this stuff that's been happening, where are the cameras? People say, they're saying like, is she doing this just to justify her getting surgery? I don't know. I don't. But all I'm saying is a lot of people that are close to you don't have your best interest at heart. So I don't know who their circle is. But this is a very weird, odd, strange video, man. Hey, appreciate y'all coming over and watching, man. Please like, share, and comment below. Peace out.